Welcome. Today we're exploring a really key part of our digital lives, secure digital identity. Our aim is to understand, well, that final safety net companies use when the automated checks just don't quite work out. We're looking specifically at a video identification service. They call it VideoID. It's managed centrally through something called the ID Hub.
Right, and what's quite interesting about VideoID, I think, is how it's typically used. It's usually not the first step.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Well, mostly for efficiency and cost. Companies tend to try the faster automated routes first. You know, things like a HUFA check, maybe open banking verification, or sometimes an automated video method like video auto widen.
Yep.
If those don't succeed for whatever reason, or maybe the transaction needs a higher level of security assurance, that's when you get routed to VideoID. It acts as that crucial fallback.
So it stops the whole registration process from just failing completely if there's a small data issue.
Exactly. It ensures there's always a robust way to complete the verification.
That highlights a kind of built-in resilience, doesn't it? Speed where possible with automation, but a reliable human check when needed. Let's talk about the mechanics of that check. How is it set up? Our notes mention WebID Solutions in Berlin.
That's right. The whole thing runs through their platform, the WebID Hub. That's the central technological point.
Okay, a central platform.
Yes, the ID Hub is the engine. Now, sometimes people hear central platform and worry a bit about, single points of failure.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, especially with sensitive identity data.
It's a valid thought, but the way it's structured helps mitigate that. While the platform and the billing are centralized client contracts, are with WebID, the actual operational side, the people doing the checks, that's distributed.
Distributed how?
The call center agents, the ones who actually perform the video verification, they aren't all in one place. They're spread across several locations within the EU.
Okay. What's the advantage there?
Well, several things. It helps with regulatory compliance in different markets, obviously language support too. But critically, it provides operational resilience.
Resilience? You mean like if one center has an issue?
Precisely. If there's an outage or even just a sudden surge in demand in one area, the system can redirect the calls to agents who are available elsewhere in the network. It's vital for managing capacity, especially when you remember this often handles the overflow from failed automated checks.
That makes a lot of sense. The human layer provides the flexibility.
Okay,
let's shift perspective. Imagine I'm a customer trying to open a bank account online, say. The first quick check fails. What happens next? What's my journey look like?
Right, the user experience. They've clearly put thought into making it smooth.
So I've already tried registering on the bank's website.
Correct. When that automated check fails, the bank's system initiates a secure transfer. You, the customer, are handed over to WebID. You shouldn't have to, start all over again. Then, you typically select VideoID as the method. Before the video part starts, you'll enter your personal details, probably confirming what you already entered, and then upload a picture or scan of your ID document.
Upload it directly there.
Yes. And here's a key part of the design. The actual face-to-face video check happens right in your web browser.
Oh, not in a separate app I have to download.
Exactly. No need to interrupt the flow, go find an app, install it, figure it out. That's a huge barrier removed. Staying in the browser keeps things moving.
That really is a big deal for keeping people in the process. Okay, so I'm in my browser, my webcam's on, then what?
Then a WebID call center agent appears. They're specifically trained for these kinds of regulated identity checks. They'll guide you securely through the process.
What are they actually checking?
They're visually confirming in real time a few key things. First, does the person on the webcam match the photo on the ID document you uploaded?
Makes sense.
Second, is the document itself authentic? They're trained to spot inconsistencies. And third, they check the physical security features, things like the holograms you see on passports and ID cards. They'll likely ask you to tilt the card in the light.
So that human check verifies things the automated scan might have missed or couldn't confirm.
Precisely that. It adds that necessary layer of scrutiny.
And how does it wrap up? How do we know the identity is confirmed and the process is complete?
The final step is usually entering an SMS TAN.
Like a code sent to my phone.
Exactly. A one-time password sent to your registered mobile number. You enter that code and that confirms everything. It's that combination, the live human video check plus the mobile two-factor authentication, that makes it legally solid and secure against fraud.
Okay, that security aspect naturally leads us to compliance. If this is the ultimate safety net, it must meet some pretty high standards, legally speaking.
Absolutely. Its legal weight really comes from adhering to some major EU regulations.
Such as?
Well, first, it has to comply with the Money Laundering Act. That's fundamental for almost any financial or high-value transaction service.
Right. Critical for banks.
Definitely. Second, it meets the requirements of the Telecommunications Act. And third, which is really key for operating across Europe, is the EIDAS regulation.
EIDAS. Okay, I hear that acronym. But for listeners maybe not directly involved in this space, what does that regulation actually do?
Good question. EIDAS